When I first launched it, I actually put a post out there, just like one question saying, who's using the app? Leave me an emoji if you are. And bang, we had about 30 people in the space of 24 hours respond. And that just has never happened on the website style forums. So there is definitely an increase in engagement and participation. Hi there, my name is Tim Topham and I run a business based out of Melbourne, which helps piano teachers to teach better. So I'm in the music education industry. I've got a blog, a podcast, and a membership site that I started in March 2016. And what I've found in running a membership site, one of the most important factors is obviously getting new members, but just as importantly is keeping those members engaged, and excited, happy with your service so that they keep on paying. And one of the ways that we do that with our service is that we've got forums, community forums on our website. And I distinctly chose to not do that on Facebook because I wanted to have that in my own community area. And I didn't want to have to worry about what goes on Facebook. So I used and chose BBPress and BuddyBoss for that process. But one of the things that I found was that because everyone is on their phones these days, the forums as they come natively with BuddyBoss and BBPress are a little bit clunky. So one of the things that we found was that people are harder to engage in those community forums if they're not able to use an app. And that was why I wanted to reach out to AppBoss and find out whether they could create an app which would solve that problem for me by creating a space where people could interact in the forums and also access all their downloads and resources and courses using LearnDash in the one place and all on mobile. And I'm very excited to say that this is the result. This is the members app we launched about a month ago. So far, the response has been incredibly positive. We've seen more engagement in the forums and people are certainly making use of it. One of the most important things for me was that the forums were as easy to use as Facebook groups. It turns out that just about every piano teacher out there in the world is in one of the 30 or more Facebook groups for piano teachers of various topics. So people know how that works and how easy it is to use. And so I was really conscious when we started working on this app that the AppBoss team had a functionality that would mimic Facebook or that would be as easy to use, because that is the way that people are going to be engaged. I was also incredibly impressed by the notifications and pop-ups that they have installed. So as soon as someone posts something new in a forum, people get notified on their phone and can go in and read it. And that's a huge thing for engagement, because people, if they put this on their home screen, as I've encouraged them all to do, they're going to see numbers showing when people post in the forums, just as happens on Facebook, and then jump in and hopefully engage with that content. They've created something that I am so happy about, and I think the best measure of an app's functionality and usefulness is if the person who created it uses it. And I use it all the time, every day, multiple times a day now, whereas before I would probably check in on my forums every couple of days because I'd have to do it on my website and it was a bit slow and awkward. Now literally I'm picking up the phone whenever I get a chance, and instead of wasting it on Facebook or Instagram, I'll jump into my own app and answer some questions that are hopefully going to help create even greater member engagement. So the whole point of the app was to increase member engagement by getting them more connected into the community. And so far the results have been promising. We've only had it launched for about a month, and I'm seeing more logins and engagement both in our Android and our iOS apps, and certainly more conversations happening in the forums. And when I first launched it, I actually put a post out there, just like one question saying, who's using the app? Leave me an emoji if you are. And bang, we had about 30 people in the space of 24 hours respond. And that just has never happened on the website style forums. So there is definitely an increase in engagement and participation. And I think that will flow on for all the new members starting today, because we've embedded downloading and using the app into our onboarding, as I'd encourage anyone to do. I'd highly recommend anyone with a membership site that uses forums based on structures or plugins like BuddyBoss and BBPress and LearnDash to definitely check out the AppBoss guys for information about how they could create an app for this. I know there are other services out there, but none of them have the framework that these guys have created that use an API connection right into the back end of the website. A lot of the sort of cheaper solutions out there, which I also looked into, are more of the web wrapper type apps. So it'll open on an app, but it's just looking at a web page in an app. And so if your CSS is bad on the web page, it's going to look bad on the app. So I think the massive advantage that these guys have over any of the other solutions out there is that they've created an API connection to your website, so that it doesn't actually matter what you do to your website itself and the look of it on a desktop or a laptop. It's not going to affect how the app works because it's all getting its information from the database directly. So I highly recommend the AppBoss team. I've been so impressed by how hard they've worked for me and the solutions that they've created for us. I'm really excited to see how it's going to go in the future.